Verse 4. Read that.
Then said Yahweh unto Moshe, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them whether they will walk in my law or no.
Notice how the Most High has a way of proving whether people are going to walk in His law or not. And this is a way that you can, this is something you can use to test and prove those to see if they're going to walk in the Most High's law. Read on.
Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily.
So you notice how he's leading up to them gathering or doing their work during the 6 days of the week and resting on the Shabbat, correct? That's how he will test and prove if you will keep His law or not. And that's how I test and prove whether someone's going to keep the Most High's law as well. Jump down to verse 22.
And it came to pass that on the 6th day they gathered twice as much bread, 2 omers of for one man. And all the rulers of the congregation came and told Moshe.
Go ahead.
And he said unto them, This is that which Yahweh has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto Yahweh. Bake that which you will bake today, and seethe that you will seethe, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Go ahead.
And they laid it up till the morning as Moshe bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein.
Notice how the people were beginning to trust the Most High. Now remember, we haven't even been given the laws right now. This is before we got to Sinai. Remember, we're still in, this is 30 days after our departure from Egypt. But he's having us rely on, he's testing our faith. See? All this stuff that's taught, and what I'm leading up to, these things that are taught in the so-called New Testament and the Messianic texts, they were already taught back then. He's testing our faith before He even gave us Torah. All right, go ahead.
Verse 25. And Moshe said, Eat that today, for today is a Sabbath unto Yahweh. Today ye shall not find it in the fields. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the 7th day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none.
Know what He's telling you? He said, You shall not find it in the field. Meaning, there's no work out there for you on the 7th day. It's not for you. There's nothing out there for you on the 7th day. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that there went out some of the people on the 7th day for to gather, and they found none.
See? Read on.
And Yahweh said unto Moshe, How long refuse you to keep my commandments and my laws?
Go ahead.
See, for that Yahweh hath given you the Sabbath, therefore He giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place, let no man go out of his place on the 7th day.
Go ahead.
So the people rested on the 7th day.
All right. So that's the Most High said He's going to give them a test to see if they're going to keep my laws. And the test is the Shabbat. You know, in the lesson taught there, and man, I bet you a lot of people don't even realize this. The lesson taught there is a Shabbat, which in other scriptures tells you it's a sign between you and the Most High, showing you belong to the Most High. That's the first test right there. And there's many people out there, there's people out here who claim to be Israelites that aren't keeping the Shabbat. They're working on the Sabbath. They're buying on the Sabbath, selling on the Sabbath. So I've personally seen people who claim to be Israelites, who claim they have been studying for a while, being in the park teaching. I've seen people actually buy things on the Shabbat, things that they don't need. All right, I've seen people go across the street, El Polo Loco, you know, and buy fast food on the Shabbat. People who have said, "Hey, I've been studying for a while." You don't believe the Most High. You don't have faith in the Most High. You're buying on the Shabbat. Now, I've already mentioned things about people working on the Shabbat. If you're just coming into this thing, the Most High understands that. You know, but you should be trying to get yourself in a situation where you don't have to work on any of His Sabbaths. Not just the weekly Sabbath, but the high Sabbaths as well. You got people doing that. All right? And it's sin. Okay? It shows you don't believe the Most High. You don't believe that He's going to feed you double if you miss out on that day of work. Okay? So that's a test. And you know what? And those people that I've experienced who are buying on the Shabbat and working on the Shabbat, they turn out to be wicked as hell. A lot of them disappear. They don't come around anymore. Have you experienced that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's a test right there. See if they'll keep the Most High's Sabbath. It's that simple. It's in His Torah.
They want to know how I made it this far.
Yeah, yeah.
I told them cause I'm a hustler. And every day I gotta go hard.
Swing.
Somebody tell them I'ma go get it. I gotta get it when I'm up in the jungle. Cause I'm a hustler.
What's the business, nigga? It's Nino. Let's go.
Nino, bitch, you know how my team come. Trying to be eco-friendly, nigga, got a green thumb. Yeah, I'm talking greener than a jet span. Down in the bottom with the Martians